And welcome back, everyone. The Conversation's live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For a radio audience tuning in at WYED 94.1 FM and WYEDonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also, joining us online worldwide via our podcast at iHeartRadio on Amazon Music. We're glad you all could be with us as well. Well, this is part of our Music and You segment here at WYED, and today we're talking about you and the importance of self-care. I know with our packed schedules, with, of course, back to school now in full effect, and then, of course, work commitments and everything in between, it can be a challenge to stay on top of it all. Well, thankfully, we have Emmy Award-winning host and TV personality Lilliana Vasquez joining us again. She's here to share with us some self-care essentials to help busy moms, professionals, and travelers streamline their daily lives. Lilliana, thank you again for spending some time with us. Really appreciate it.
Oh, I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. This is such an important topic for our audience, Lilliana. That's why I'm so glad that you can be able to share these tips with us. So as I mentioned, of course, you know all about having a busy schedule. So what are some of your favorite tips, Lilliana, for making sure you still have the time for self-care?
Well, I think the number one tip is you have to prioritize it. I always say that for me, self-care is my non-negotiable. It does not matter how busy my day is. I can find, and you can find, 60 seconds in your day to do something that is really focused on your physical, emotional, and mental health, especially for busy moms and women on the go, right? Like, we do so much for other people, but it's really important that even if you just find a minute or two or three throughout the day, that 1 minute can make a huge difference in the rest of your day. And hopefully it leads to creating more time for yourself in the long run, right?
Yeah, that's such a great tip. And like you said, prioritizing yourself is so important for everything else. So with that being said then, Lilliana, what are some of the key items that you recommend that you have in your self-care practices to help make sure that you're still making time for yourself?
Sure. Well, I am what I call a morning self-care person. So I'm one of those people that even though I've been getting up before the crack of dawn for the last 10 years of my career, I kind of wake up kind of groggy. I kind of always look tired. So for me, it's all about creating this kind of refreshed mindset and look. And one way that I do that is one of my favorite self-care tips are Lumify Redness Reliever eye drops. For me, they reduce redness in 60 seconds, and it's just one drop in each eye, and your eyes look brighter, whiter, and more refreshed, which is kind of the goal, right? If you can't get that great 8 hours of sleep, at least you can look like you did. And what's amazing is that one drop lasts 8 hours. So you don't just look great in the morning when you do it, you look great throughout the day. I also love a quick face massage. For me, I do these 3 really simple movements. It helps encourage circulation, lymphatic drainage, and it just helps relax my face. So even if my life is very stressful, my face doesn't look like it's stressful. And you can do it with your hands or with a facial massage tool. But those are 2 really easy tips that you can do, as you're getting ready. You can also do those in the carpool line, right? When you're there's so many spaces and places that we can find to just take 60 seconds to ourselves. But that's because I'm a morning self-care person. For you, would you say that you're somebody that prefers to do it in the morning? Do you prefer to kind of sprinkle it through your day? Or are you more of a nighttime self-care person?
Definitely mornings. Mornings are my time as well, Lilliana, which is why I'm so glad to hear you say that. It's a great way to start the day and give you something to kind of kickstart your day too, right?
Oh, absolutely. And let's say you're somebody that's you know what, my mornings are insane. I do not have time to do it. That means I can't do self-care. It doesn't. It means that you kind of have to find another time to do it. So let's say you want to try throughout the day. Well, here are 2 free and really easy ways to kind of create self-care moments for yourself. One is write in a gratitude journal. It can be a dedicated notebook. It could be a note section in your phone, but just taking a few seconds to write down 3 simple things that you are grateful for right now. And by the way, it doesn't have to be big things. It could be, that your vanilla latte was extra delicious that morning. It could be that, your best friend sent you a really funny meme that made you smile. It could be a gorgeous sunset. Just expressing gratitude is kind of like magic for your mood, right? On the flip side of that, a brain dump. I call it journaling as well, but like something about writing down what is on your to-do list, the things that are worrying you, the things that are making your brain race at night. There's something really powerful and transformative about channeling whatever's living in your brain and in your thoughts and getting it outside of yourself. Something about that release of emotion and anxiety really does help calm your nervous system and almost recalibrates how you're feeling throughout the day.
Lilliana, those are some great tips. And again, like you mentioned, it's something that we can do, as you mentioned, in the car, as we're kind of getting the day started, but it definitely lets us know the importance of being able to take care of ourselves and to make sure that we are prioritizing self-care. Really appreciate those tips. Again, everyone, Emmy-winning host and TV personality Lilliana Vasquez has been our guest here with some great tips for you guys, no matter what your profession might be. And you mentioned Lumify as well, so our audience can go to lumifyeyes.com for more information about that. Again, that's lumifyeyes.com. We're going to link that up for our audience as well. Lilliana, thank you again for spending some time with us. I really do appreciate the tips.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me. And make it a non-negotiable for yourself too. Self-care isn't something that's selfish. It's something that's kind of essential.
Exactly. Such a great point, and we definitely look forward to our next conversation together. And we thank you, our audience, for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. So let's go make today amazing. Take care.